be winching out of this. And we are. Hey everyone, welcome to Off-Road Gospel today. Out near Lupton, Michigan, Huron National Forest. Gonna hit some trails and explore some today. Found a nice route that I put together on Onyx, and I'm looking forward to having some fun out here. So glad you came along for the ride. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and remember, don't forget to the giveaway on the Tar Hollow video. Go over there and leave a comment, hit a like, and you could be qualified to possibly win a Off-Road Gospel hat. So, without further ado, let's get out there. Quite a few trails in here. Looks like they've kind of closed off. Maybe some mighty interesting trails to hit. As you can see, got Miss Karolina with me today. We're just riding solo. Weather isn't so great, but hey, there's worse things. And we're just gonna see what the day holds for us here. Currently running it in just two-wheel drive. It's got a little bit of hill climb terrain. It's wet out. I may have to put it in four at some point. I have my back end kicking out in the rut. So, could be an interesting day. Four-wheel drive sooner than I think. Rutted out through here. Runs a little bit. Could be fun out here. I will also be adding to the video the trail numbers for this part of the forest service roads. Rolling hills. Deep bump hills here and there as well. Again, to this point, we're still two-wheel driving it. And the Forest Service Road. Let's just say that the map for this particular trail is not accurate. I did not see a turnoff anywhere. So, we'll find out. Yeah, well, dog, you gotta sit down, baby. You can't poke your nose out every time. Sorry. At this point, I am wandering through the stuff that is not shown as a trail. So I am not sure whether this will let out. It was just simply a Onyx map map that they got from the federal forest is just not accurate, but we'll find out here if this connects back up or not. It could just be outdated as well. Now we're back on designated trail. A little bit of everything out here. So we got some more boulders type stuff over there. Rock field. Ground clearance in here. Appropriate tires. This stuff is pretty cool. Glad I aired down. No, that's not a trail. I can tell. It's a fairly deep mud hole. This is nice. It's not a, labeled. I don't know if you're familiar with Onyx, but they have on it. They have different class, you know, they'll have a route that somebody has done and gives a description, and you know, tell the difficulty rating, things like that, which is pretty handy, especially if you're doing some solo stuff. But this is just part of the Forest Service trails, and basically, you know, one of the settings you can turn on is, you know, a topographical map, and from that you can kind of get at least a little bit of an idea. All right, is this, you know, what's the terrain like? You know, is it flat? Is it hilly? And the reason I picked this one out is because this looked like it had some little bit of rolling terrain and things like that. So I was like, okay, cool. You know, something a little more of a challenge. I know there's different people think different things about, you know, whether to use 2-wheel, 4-wheel, whatever. I'm choosing to test the limits, I guess, of the 2-wheel drive, and, you know, so gain a better understanding of the capabilities. Again, see, like right here, I'm gonna have to get out in just a second. Looks like there's a little bit of a hole here. Have to bump it a little bit. Sit down. Sit down, pup. And we're gonna have to find out what we got here. Was the spot I was kind of getting a little spin in the 2-wheel drive. Probably should have had 4-wheel, would have been handy. This is what we're looking at. Looks to be pretty muddy. We do have a bypass right here. Gonna kind of check things out, because that is extremely rutted and it looks pretty swampy. Looks like a thick clay type, but just want to be sure before diving into any of this what I'm looking at. That's a weak stick. It's muddy. Don't know what's over there. This is slick. I think I'm gonna go into 4 low for this one. And I think I'm gonna avoid that center section. Don't have anybody with me, and really not sure what is in there. There's some stuff sticking up that's sizable. So let's go find out. Pop her into 4 low. I'm gonna take the bypass, but the bypass has got some fun in it as well. So After looking at everything, I realized, and especially looking at the video, I had room further towards the driver's side. I could have got closer to the trees. Probably would have avoided all of that. That is sometimes the downfall of not having someone to spot you. But again, I was thankful to have the right gear. Had a few little fun things happen with the winch line binding up because I couldn't reach down and free spool it because I was too deep in the mud. Couldn't get down far enough to be able to grab onto it. But all in all, the winch worked great. Wow, that was a bad idea. But thankfully, that's why you have the right gear. All right, let me get this unhooked and get back in, and we're not gonna do that again today, Lord willing. I'll put the trail number up again. Just be forewarned. That was a hole. Somehow my winch got wound up a little wrong, and yeah, it did not like. Oh, great. It got bound up, and I had to like do the opposite to get it to come out. I got a little mud hole trauma going on right now. Whew. Rugged terrain back through here. Glad, definitely not two-wheel drive anymore. These are some deep holes. Yeah, this is probably getting into the upper side of moderate. But hopefully the mud's cleared off my tires now. Whew. I think I'm almost out of this trail. Yeah, before a couple more holes, I guess. Whew, that one was deep. If you want, if you like a little more of a challenge, this trail is for you. holes in here. Oh. Off camber, wet mud, leaves. That big mud hole I got stuck in, to be honest with you, probably the proper way to check that one would have been get some boots on or something and try to find out that way. But I mean, this is like gorgeous out here, this valley right here. It's just really pretty out here. Limbo tree. Super high clearance vehicles, beware. Let's see. All right, 4602 is that one. And again, you'll see. Well, everyone, that's it for today's ride. As you can tell, I'm not in the truck. I didn't realize I would need to split it up into two. So we're going to end the first part of it today. Part 2 will be next week. And again, if you haven't already, please go ahead and go to the link below in the description and go over to that video. Leave a comment if you haven't already subscribed. Do that and hit a like on the video. We want to give away one of these hats. So whoever, we're just going to draw a name from the people right now. You got a 20% chance at winning. So thanks again for being part of the ride today. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave comments here as well. And hope you got a few minutes to stick around for the devotion. God bless you. See you real soon out on the trails.
2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17. Therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. One thing that God is able to do is give new life. He's able to give new hope, even in a situation, or if even the mistakes of our past are so bad, God can still make new. What Jesus did at Calvary opens the door for us to be able to be forgiven, to be transformed, and there is new life that He offers to us. We can overcome our past. We can overcome our shortcomings and become a new creature in Jesus Christ. So for those of you who know Him, don't ever forget, He is able to do way above what you can ever think or imagine. But if you don't know Him, you haven't made a mistake that's too big. If there is breath in your lungs today, Jesus can make a new life through you. He can transform you. He can help you. Go in that strength today. Go with that promise today. And remember that Jesus does love you. He looks beyond our past and He sees who we can become through Him. God bless you. I hope and pray the Lord richly blesses you, and we would love to see you out in the trails real soon.